Hello, Josie here again. So today I am continuing with my Kings and Queens redressing, and I will be redressing my Stella into an absolutely incredible gown. It's a custom gown made by Lover of Roses. You can find her on Instagram. She makes incredible things. She is just brilliant. And this gown is a custom gown, like I said. There is one very similar to this that Tom owns. If you're familiar with his dolls, his is in the forest green, however, and I've had mine made in the navy. All right, let's get started. So the first piece I'm going to be putting on is the blouse. Again, just so pretty. There is a lot of hammered metal detailing. So this piece is obviously the first piece. And then there's actually a corset to go on after this. Now, I've already changed her into her dressing hands, which makes dressing so much easier. And for anybody curious about the dressing hands, these are from Sartorial J. They come with the doll you order, and I don't believe they're available for order otherwise, which hopefully Jay actually changes that policy, because I know a lot of you are wanting them also, which would be really great. Okay, and simple, easy to do. It's just a few hooks in the back and lace up those sleeves. And with any custom gown, you want to be careful. I mean, with any clothing for these dolls, you want to be careful with how you pull them, that type of thing. You don't want to damage them in any way. For most of us, we pay more for these clothes than we do for our own. So, I mean, that's completely understandable. All right, do a quick flip over and do the other side. And we're just going to gently use the tweezers just to pull on those strings. So this fabric is like a velvet, a light velvet, and which means it hangs just beautifully. So beautiful. Now for the skirt. And look at those hammered details. This is metal work that's on this skirt, and it is so pretty. It just really adds to this gown. And the way this gown hangs, it really shows those off. The amount of work and detail that went into making this is just... I'm blown away every time I see this gown. I will admit I don't use this gown an awful lot, only because because it is a special gown. I'm very conscious of how often it comes out, how I store it. It has its own box that's separated from everybody else's or all my other clothes. So I mean, it is a very special gown. I've done very few custom orders for doll clothes. And this one being the biggest one I've ever done. And it was absolutely worth it. I mean, my expectations were completely blown away, so I am so happy with it. Very happy with it. And Lover of Roses was just a delight to work with for this. She used some really interesting metal pieces as the lacing for these for this skirt. Stuff I hadn't really seen used previously anywhere else. So it's nice to see how other people, I guess, create these clothes, and just see their methods of, oh, this is how I would do the lacing. Where most people use the standard eyelets and that type of thing, and that's not what she went with. And so it was really interesting to see the differences and how other people interpret lacing. Something so simple. All right, and then there's this little piece that kind of hides all the lacing, and it too has some beautiful detail in the back there with all of that that hammered metal. So pretty. Like, I love the design. It is just so gorgeous, and just a nice details when it's hanging. All right, let's get her flipped over. And we will add that corset next. Now you could leave the corset off and go for this really daring lace see-through, but I love the corset details. It is a very, like, that metal chest piece is very stiff. So I'm always very careful how this one gets packed and worn. So use gently. But I love the effect when it's all on. It is just so beautiful. It really does feel like a one of a kind when it's on. You can tell that this is something special. And I love that. I'm sure you all know at this point how much I love my doll clothes, considering how much of it I own. But this one is a special piece for sure. And again, just wanting to be very careful with how much I pull, because this, again, is not your regular eyelets. These are metal pieces that she has sewn in to create that lacing. So again, detail upon detail upon detail on this gown. Just stunning. It's stunning. I highly recommend you go check out her Instagram, Lover of Roses. You are going to see some incredible photography, first of all. And if I'm not mistaken, she does a lot of her, like, creates a lot of her own sets, along with the clothing and the wigs and everything is just mastered by her. Beautiful, beautiful work. And I think she's in Russia, if I'm not mistaken. But absolutely gorgeous work. Okay, we're going to get her up on a stand. For her shoes, I have chosen Sartorial J's. I believe these are the silver, gray Cinderella pumps. I can't remember what these ones are. You may have remembered me speaking about this earlier, about the different heel sizes for Sartorial J. So mid heel, which is an option in feet that you can purchase through Sartorial J. Mid heel feet for your Sartorial J dolls will fit Ippelhaus shoes, and that's what this mid heel does. Is it fits the Ippelhaus. The high heeled feet, however, are for the special higher shoes that Sartorial J, and those that foot comes with the SJ dolls, but you can also purchase them. So keep that in mind. If you want to have your Ippelhaus doll wear a high-heeled foot or a high-heeled shoe from Sartorial J, you may need to purchase some heels or feet separately and put them on your Ippelhaus dolls. Okay, so let's get these on, and we'll get her up on a stand. I am very excited to show you this all together. Like, such a beautiful... Oh, right, let's do the hands. Get those on first before we do much else. Stella is one of my first dolls, and so this was before I really understood the ordering options, and I never did have her hands blushed. And so yeah, I would have loved to have done that. Such a beautiful girl. She's in the peach gold too, if anybody's wondering. And her face up, again, I know I've said this in the past, done by Akiko Vera. And just, I absolutely love this face up. I think it's one of my favorite face ups of all my dolls. So, beautiful, beautiful doll. This dress also came with a beautiful little book, and it attaches to the gown itself via little chains. And I won't be adding it to the dress at this time just because it's not very queenly, I don't think. It also came, she sent me this gorgeous crown, which is perfect for the series, so we're going to be using that also. All right, get her up on the stand. Back in a second. And here she is. Now, did I not tell you this was worth waiting for? So along with this gown, there's also a absolutely stunning cloak that she sent. But now we can really appreciate all these little details that went into this set. And it hangs just... Oh, so beautiful. The fabric is nice and heavy, and then you add that metal piece in, and it hangs so pretty. I absolutely love her in this set. It's just made for each other. And the cloak has, of course, the hammered details on it too, which just add to it and add to that weight, that draping weight. So pretty. All right, here we are in the close-ups. Like, how beautiful does she look in this? Now, keep in that mind that this is with the cloak on, but look at all of those details. So beautiful. I don't even know where she found all these little metal details to do this. I really don't. But so, so gorgeous. Those earrings are Sartorial J2, by the way, and I thought they were very fitting with the gown. And here we have the hood, which also has a lot of that metal detail. Very beautiful. I love this updo wig by House too. If you haven't noticed, since you have it in every color, and I've used it on a lot of dolls in this series. All right, so here's the pan down with that cloak on. Lots and lots and lots of fabric was used. Oh shoot, that's really out of focus there. Here we go. There we go. Look at all of that. Just so pretty. All right. Now we're going to take that cloak off and give you a look without the cloak, just so you can see the details in the gown itself. Those close-ups. So there's that metal for the lacing, which was so interesting. And that privacy piece in the back. So pretty. But look at the draping. Just expert draping. I love it. All right, well, there you have it. Oh, and let's have a look at those sleeves, because they are really, really something also. It all just ties in together so, so nice. I love it. And there you have it. So that is my House Stella as the King and Queens series. I think she looks very queenly. So she is finishing off the series here. I will be back with a group shot of all the queens and then a group shot of all the kings, providing I can get them all to fit in one area. So tune in next time. Thanks. Bye.